aka Geeks.
Hey everybody, welcome to AKA Geeks and our movie of the week. I'm Sean, your host for today, Lone Wolf edition this week. This week's movie of the week was Hell or High Water. Now this movie's starring Ben Foster, Chris Pine, Jeff Bridges, and a whole host of other people. It's a pretty good cast. I like the casting in this film. I went into this film with high hopes. I came out of this film and I was very happy with what I saw. Overall, this film, don't go into this thinking there's going to be a lot of action and things of that nature, because in the trailers they might show gunshots or explosions. The action is very condensed and in very small snippets. What is at the heart of this movie is a movie about building a relationship between two brothers and what they will do to help their family survive. Those two brothers in this film are Chris Pine and Ben Foster, playing Toby and Tanner. They do a really good job with these guys of building throughout the film, building tension with what they're dealing with, as well as building the connection between the two and how different they are as people, because they are definitely different characters. You know, Chris Pine, I've liked him for a long time. He's always had a charisma to him. You could go back to one of my earlier, maybe a couple years ago, movies of the week, and I remember talking about him. Probably it was Bottle Shock if I ever did that one. But what I've said about him is that he's a definitely charismatic actor, and this movie kind of displays that charisma, but also displays the level of skill that he has, which I very, very much appreciate, because a lot of the time we see him in stuff like Star Trek, which, while they're not bad movies, they're not something that's going to be aiming for best movie at the Oscars. This movie is. And then you have Ben Foster, one of the most underrated actors over the last 10 to 15 years. I've liked him in everything he does. There's not a single role that he doesn't do that I haven't liked. I can't name one. He stole the movie in 3:10 to Yuma. He's in here just building this relationship, this camaraderie, this rapport with Chris Pine as brothers. They add in some scenery here and there with the two of them, with no language even spoken, but you see this connection between them, and they continue to build on that, which this movie, you know, because they did that in this film, it made this movie better, and I really love that about this film. Jeff Bridges is in here doing his Jeff Bridges thing. Every movie that he's been doing over the last few handfuls of years, he's just been upping his game every time, and I really appreciate him taking on these types of roles, because it's really good to see him expand. In this film, he did a great job of, you know, putting out this teasing, nuanced character with his partner Alberto, and how much he cared for him. You think you know, but you don't really know until the end of the movie about how much he cared. And there's things about his character that aren't in plain sight, but they are there, and he does a great job of masking them and showing you them when need be. What I liked from this movie the most is that the story came to you in pieces throughout the film. As you got further along the way, it started revealing more and more to you. It didn't just give you like, hey, here's everything. It started off with a bang, with a very big moment, and then it kept going and it kept telling you more and more as the story was going. It didn't leave you hanging. You kind of gradually grew with the film and the relationships, and I definitely liked that take on this type of film. You don't see it a lot. A lot of the time they give it to you all up front, and every now and then they throw a little, a switch or some kind of surprise in the third act. This one just kept growing and kept growing and kept growing, and I really enjoyed it. Overall, I could just, like I said, I really enjoyed this film. I definitely think this is a watch. I definitely think everybody out there should watch this film. It's one of the 9 films that are nominated for Best Film at the Oscars. So I definitely think you should take the time, dive right into this film, and enjoy what it has to offer you. I definitely had a good time with it this week. Alright guys, so check out AKA Geeks in all of our social media. Remember to check out the podcast. It's weekly on iTunes, Spreaker, and Google Play. That's it for this week's episode of Movie of the Week. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comment section. Let's have a great conversation about the movie Hell or High Water, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
aka Geeks.